Hey, what's up everyone? Evo94 back with another action figure review, and today we are looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead 2-pack. So this is of course based off of the movie Deadpool 2. So it's about time we get a movie version of Deadpool, the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. It would have been cool if it came with an alternate unmasked head. That's kind of a missed opportunity, but I'm sure we'll get that eventually. There is obviously the front of the package showing all the accessories that they come with. The backside shows the silhouette images of Deadpool and Negasonic, and the sides show the same images. If you're interested in ordering this set, you can do so in the link down below in the description at bigbadtoystore.com. Here we have them. Here is Deadpool and Negasonic. I'm just going to say Negasonic and not say her full name because it's too long. They do look good. Definitely Deadpool looks great. I think the weight was worth it. It looks very, very screen accurate. I do have some gripes with it though. Some annoying things. I don't know. Hasbro gave us a low blow with something here. We will start with Negasonic real quick. Take a look at her. We do get the digital printing on the face, and it looks pretty decent. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's 100% there, but I'll accept it. This isn't a character that I need like a 100% perfect figure. Deadpool, yes, I want a perfect movie Deadpool, but this one I can live with this here. It doesn't bother me too much. So we got the earring on her left ear. We got the nose piercing under her nostril there, which is hard to see, but it's there. Hair sculpt is nice. Overall, the face was pretty good. We got the X-Men outfit here with the X on the torso. Pretty standard, just black and yellow. And there's the back, a little slight mohawk there, kinda-ish. And there's your Negasonic. Alright, Deadpool, and he looks good. Check that out. It looks like it's right out of the movie, right from the screen. So I dig it. I dig the likeness, the look, the texture on the suit. Everything looks good so far. Going down to his harness, I appreciate the buckle being painted. That's nice. The pouches are a different color. They're brown with some paint on the silver there. I think it's a little sloppy though. It could have been done better. Especially the Deadpool logo right here. That looks horrible. Look at that. Totally missed it. And I think that's probably just my figure. I'm sure there's some that left the factory looking perfect. I just had bad luck with mine. You can see that there are pinless elbows, but only the elbows because the knees have pins. I don't get how they choose and pick which and what to give pinless to, but I'm not sweating it too much. My major gripe about the figure is right here. You can see two very cool looking pistols, and I didn't know he had these, and I was like, hey look, he's got dual wielding Desert Eagles, and I didn't know he came with it because he comes out of the package like this. And believe it or not, these are molded in. At least I feel like they are, and it's hard to believe that they would mold this here and make it unremovable, because this would have been so easy. It looks like a holster that you can remove the weapon from and holster a separate accessory piece, but I am pulling very hard, even doing this right here, and it's not moving out. I want to believe that it's stuck and it actually removes, but it's not budging. Neither one is budging. So if anyone has this figure and yours came off, let me know. If it's stuck on there, then I guess it confirms that they're all molded, and I just don't know why they would do this. That is a nice sculpt on a pistol. It looks like it's removable, but it is not. And why would they do it? Why Hasbro? I don't get it. That kind of bugs me, you know. I appreciate the paint on the pouches there, because normally when it comes to harness and stuff like this, they only make it one solid plastic color. So the fact that they painted that brown is cool. I appreciate it. And that's it. So there is your Deadpool. We have the sheath for the swords. They are actually molded onto the harness, or onto his back, actually, not the harness. It does not remove. These are stuck. So if you want it to remove that, you're not going to be able to. Unless you, pry it out, of course. You can do whatever you want. You can break it, but it's not meant to come off. So Deadpool comes with these hands attached, and you can see it's all black. And I say that because he comes with two pairs of hands that have the silver on the top here. And these are trigger finger hands, or you can use these to grab the swords. Actually, these should be meant for the swords, so we get a pair of these. These are actually to grab the sword, obviously. There's no trigger finger on the index, and these are silver on the top too. But then we get this set that is just black on the top there. So I don't know where he changed gloves. Maybe Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 had different gloves, and that's what this is about. But we get 2 pairs of hands that are silver and 2 pairs that are just all black. We do get 2 pistols, and these are not the same Desert Eagles that are on his holster. These are just very different looking guns. Don't know if these are realistic or not, but they're just all black. You can obviously use the trigger finger hands for those. Again, I wish he had these removable and I could have him dual wielding those. We do get a knife. That's a knife. And that goes sheathed right there on his leg, so I like that. Get a nice little unicorn doll or plushie or figurine. It's hard to tell what it is, but it's a unicorn, and that's very Deadpool, so I appreciate that accessory. And then lastly for Deadpool, we get 2 katanas, and I think they're a little on the cheapy side because the way they cut the plastic, it's got some excess plastic on the edges. It just doesn't look good. It looks like a cheap plastic toy, not a $50 set. So I wish that was made a little bit better. And these sheath into here, of course. So I'd probably have him display like that. I don't want to look at those. It looks a lot better like that anyways. So that's cool. I almost thought he was flicking us off, but he's not. That would have been cool. Alright, for Negasonic, we get an open right hand and a fist as it is in the package. And then we get the alternate opposite hands with those same poses. So a left hand that's open and a right hand that is fist. So you can have both fists or both open if you wish, or mix and match. Last but not least, we get these little effect fiery pieces for her, and that's all she comes with. So Deadpool has a ball jointed peg, not a hinge. He looks up about this far, which is decent and not the best. It's not a hinge, but he doesn't need to look higher, I don't think, so I think that's good enough for me. Looking down, not too much. You're gonna have to crunch his torso, so have him hunch over and look down. Left and right here, we have a slight head tilt, and that's about it. So not too bad. We have a separate piece for the neck, so that helps articulate around and get some nicer poses. Arms are going to go forward and back. They go in and out. We get beautiful butterfly joints here, so that's nice if you're a butterfly joint fanatic, as you see there. We have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, swivel at the wrist with a regular hinge here, and this one also has a regular hinge. Ab crunch at the torso. We have a waist swivel. T-jointed legs are going to kick forward. They don't drop down. They go back down, in and out about this far. We have thigh swivels, double jointed knees. We do not get a shin swivel. Nope. We have a hinge at the ankle, and there's a rocker. For Negasonic, we have her on a pretty standard female body mold here. So the head is going to look up. She actually has a ball jointed hinge, so she looks up all the way. And she looks down a lot more than Deadpool does right there. So that's the positive or pro of a ball jointed hinge versus a ball jointed peg. Now the peg allows you to have some more head tilt, although she does have a decent amount of head tilts right here. And of course you can swivel left and right. Arms are going to go forward and back. They go in and out that far. We do not get butterfly joints. We don't get bicep swivels. We only get a single jointed elbow with a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist with a hinge, regular hinges on both. We have a diaphragm joint that swivels and goes back and goes forward. Not too much forward, doesn't really crunch forward at all. We have a T-jointed leg, goes in and out, not too far, about that far. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, they have pins. We have a boot cut, shin swivel, ankle hinge, and a rocker at the foot. So to start off our comparison, I will throw in some more Deadpool figures, and we'll start it off with Cable. Actually, we'll put Cable on this side since his gun is in the way. So Cable actually stands taller than Deadpool and obviously taller than Negasonic. Now from what I understood, I thought he was shorter than Deadpool in the movie. They made a joke about Josh Brolin being short for Cable. And I don't think he was supposed to be taller than Deadpool, so the scale might be off here. But you guys can confirm for me, is Cable or Josh Brolin taller than Ryan Reynolds, or is Ryan Reynolds supposed to be taller? And here we have Domino, so this kind of completes our Deadpool Marvel Legend movie family right now. This is what we've gotten so far for the movies, and I really hope they continue it. I don't know if they will or not, but it would be nice to get an alternate Deadpool with an unmasked head, of course. Maybe possibly a Colossus, and Peter would be cool too. I'm just kidding about Peter. Here they are next to a couple of Hughs. We have Hugh Jackman in the biker jacket on the left, and we have the tank top, the white tank top. Amazon exclusive Wolverine on the right side there. And then real quick, just to get him next to some other Deadpool figures, we have the Juggernaut Wave Deadpool on the left side. We have the older red Deadpool, which had 2 releases. It was in a Warpath 2-pack, and it was a single release from the Return of Marvel Legends. And then we have the, I think this was Sauron Build-A-Figure Wave Deadpool on the right side there. And next to some recently reviewed stuff, we have the comic version of Old Man Logan and Hawkeye. Also recently reviewed, we have the Hellfire Club, Donald Pierce, and Sebastian Shaw. And as random as can be, just because I recently reviewed it as well, we have the Cad Bane and Total 360. So overall, this 2-pack is pretty cool. We get the Deadpool that we want. Despite it needing a little bit more, we do still get a pretty decent movie Deadpool. It's a good Deadpool. It represents the movie version very well. I just think that they missed a lot of opportunities here. They could have given us alternate heads for sure, not just an unmasked head, but alternate masked heads with different eye expressions. You know, the eye thing was a pretty big deal in the movie. It was one of the first movies, I think it was the first super movie to use the eye expression so much, and then from there Spider-Man started using it in those movies. But the eye expressions were pretty big in the movie, and it just would have been cool if we would have gotten alternate heads with different eye expressions, with you know, eyes that look surprised or scared, or I don't know, some more Deadpool-ish things that we all love. You know, the unicorn was a nice touch. That's a step forward into the Deadpool world. I just strongly feel like we could have gotten alternate heads with eye expressions and an unmasked head, of course. And for God's sakes, who made the decision of molding those pistols on the side? I don't want to end on a negative note. It's still a nice 2-pack, and it's still a really good Deadpool, and I'm pretty content with it. Alright guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not done so already, and as always, have a great day.